Hello everyone, my name is Bhumit Sagatia from College Dunia. Today I am at Sri Dhanvantri Pharmacy College, Kim, Gujarat. Today we are having with Dr. M.N. Nulvi sir. He is a principal in Sri Dhanvantri Pharmacy College, Gujarat. Hello sir, welcome to our education portal College Dunia. Hello sir.
Thank you, College Dunia, for inviting me to have an interview. So I'm glad to give an interview and share my experience with College Dunia.
So start with the interview sir. My first question is, you have held key position at Education Institute throughout your professional career. What are the key factors that keep you connected with the education sector?
See, when I completed my post graduation in 1998, I had a lot of opportunity for industry. I had a lot of call from an industry. But what I felt, let me choose an academic session so that as academic career, so that I can share whatever the knowledge I have gained during my education. If I work for any industry, my knowledge, I may get lot of money, but my knowledge will die with me. So I will be making money for somebody, and I cannot share my knowledge, my experience with the young generation. So that has made me to get stick on to the academic section. So I am in the academic section. So I am sharing my knowledge. So I wanted to contribute to our country. If I produce 10 top scientists in my whole career, that is a major my good contribution to my country. That has sticked me to education sector till I am with the education sector, and I am working for the betterment of the student, and I am sharing all my knowledge, all my experience with the upcoming younger generation so that they become one day the scientists. That is the joy I want to see in my near future. That's why I have taken education field as my career.
Very well said, sir. On that note, my next question is: being the principal of Sri Dhanvantri Pharmacy College, what is your philosophy of leadership, and how would you describe your leadership style?
See, the day one when I have taken a position of principal at Dhanvantri Pharmacy College, I had a vision. I want to take this college into a top position, and I want to make a quality educational institute. For that, I have laid a path. First, I have given the kind of campus, the campus environment. I have made it very, very eco-friendly environment campus to the students. So, students should not be under the stress. When they are joining, they should enjoy their education here. That is the platform I have provided to the student. Till date, whoever students comes over here, they recommend at least 5 to 10 students of their relatives, juniors, whatever is there, they definitely recommend our institution because of that experience. So I am providing them a friendly environment for learning, and there is no stress, there is no pressure, nothing. So every faculty are at their student service. So that kind of platform we have made. And also, for the security reason, if a student does not come to first class, the second hour call will go to the parents. So our aim is to give a security to the student, and parents should be free of worry, so that either student has to be with their parents or they have to be in the class. That system we have adopted, and that is making us a very good institution.
Very good leadership style you have, sir. So my next question is: being the principal of Sri Dhanvantri Pharmacy College, how do you strategize about the key programs and plans for the marketing and administration of your college?
Actually, we used to go with, I believe in mouth publicity. So, whatever I am trying to do for the best of the betterment of the students. So, I always believe the student, what they say outside about our organization, that is the highest publicity. But nowadays, because of lot of digitalization, lot of media coverage and all, we need to go little for digital platform and the newspaper platform for advertising and all. But our 70% I believe in the mouth publicity of the students, and where I'm getting 70% of the feedback or return from the student itself. 30% I have to work with the advertising medias like digital platform or some social media and all that kind of platform we are choosing for advertising for college and college programs.
Very well said, sir. On that note, my next question is the education system in India and other foreign countries are structured very differently. In your experience, what can an inbound student gain from studying here in your college?
See, I had been to a lot of countries when I have attended some international conferences and I have visited so many educational organizations at abroad. I felt there is a lot of difference in Indian education system and in the abroad system. So what I thought, let us connect our institute with the global institute. So we have signed an MOU with 4 international universities, and we are also giving a platform for our students to get exposed to global education system. So our students go there and do their research and get some education from there, like that student exchange program, faculty exchange program. We have organized and we have signed in 4 MOU international university, in that Texas State University, University of Ulsan, South Korea. Then we have KwaZulu-Natal University, South Africa. Then recently we have signed an MOU with the Jinan University, China. But now because of this these things, we have disconnected China. But still we will go for Canada and some other countries we have planned for our doctoral pharmacy students in the near future.
Very well said, sir. So my next question is, how does the curriculum of Sri Dhanvantri Pharmacy College ensure the best practice of industry?
Yeah, as anyhow, we have to follow the Gujarat Technological University curriculum. But apart from that regular curriculum, we conduct a lot of extracurricular activities in terms of knowledge gaining, skill development, and all. So for that, in the 2006 itself, we have established a research center in the name of Sri Dhanvantri Pharmaceutical Analytical Research Center, where our outgoing student, like final year student, when they come into a 6th sem, we start giving them real-time industrial training, so that once they go into the after their graduation, when they are in the market, they should be absorbed very faster by the companies. So that kind of training we provide during the student tenure only. That is another key point where we attract a lot of students, where we train them for the industrial requirement.
Very nicely explained, sir, about your curriculum, sir. So my next question is, any insight into how your college could be more welcoming to the students of different economic backgrounds?
See, we bring awareness of all the government schemes, like whether they are economically backward students, SC, ST, and socially backward students. We have our own policies also. Our trust has some policies where if a student, a girl child, if father is not there, any earning person is not there, the trust itself will give 50% concession in the fees, regular fees. Apart from that, whatever government scholarship schemes are there, we bring to the attention of the student, so that the students will get the maximum benefit out of the government. So if government is almost 20-25% of the students who are getting scholarship from various agencies and they are pursuing their education. That is how we are giving them a platform for study to our students.
Very well said, sir. On that note, my next question is, what do you think your roles and responsibility to the college and the students are?
See, if you have seen most of the organization or institutions where the student has to meet the head of the institute, they have to wait, they have to, they will make them to wait and all. But in my organization, my door is 24 hours into 7. It is open for all the students. Any student, any problem, they can straight away come without taking anybody's permission. They can enter into my cabin and they can ask, they can tell their problem, and it is addressed very much immediately. That is what it has made our organization into this level. And students are very much comfortable, and any smallest problem also is there, they come and tell us and immediately that problem is solved. Like that environment we have provided so that the student and teachers, the relationship and the good environment that is maintained for longer time.
Very well said, sir. On that note, my next question is, what do you think should be the Sri Dhanvantri Pharmacy College top priority over the next 10 years?
Dhanvantri Pharmacy College, now we are already almost through with the NAC accreditation. Because of this pandemic, our NAC visit, expert visit, has been postponed 3 times. Now it is being scheduled in December. Once we are accredited by NAC with A or A plus grade, then our next plan is to go for autonomous status. Once we are autonomous, then we get academic freedom. Once we have an academic freedom, we can change the 20-25% of the existing curriculum syllabus as per the need of the society, need of the country. We can change the curriculum and we provide them a training so that all bindings we can come out once we are autonomous. So our next goal is to get an autonomous, then give a very good curriculum as per the need of the hour, like tuning with the time. We are changing ourselves as time changes. So tune with the time. With this philosophy, we are working for our future.
Very well said, sir. On that note, my next question is, when you first came to Sri Dhanvantri Pharmacy College, what was your vision for the college and has it evolved over time, and how far along it implementing that vision are you?
Yeah. The time when I have come over here, I have joined this organization as a research coordinator, a PG coordinator and professor in the Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry. So because of my approach and my vision and my attitude, the management has thought, let us make this guy as the head of the institution, where his vision and his approach and his attitude is very much useful for us to grow this organization. And they have assigned me in 2013 this responsibility of principal, as a principal of this organization. That time, see, being an interior place, we had a lot of difficulties in admission. So the first challenge what I was faced was the admission. So I identified the gaps where we are going wrong and what exactly we need to bring the improvement. Then I have suggested our management and our management started supporting me. And due to that reason, today we are reached number 1 in Gujarat. If you take all over India, recently we got Atal Innovation Ranking between 26 to 50th rank we have achieved, and only 6 pharmacy colleges in India we have got in that rank band, and we are one of them. So that is again, and in Gujarat, self-finance institution, ours only the institute which came in that list. So, and we got a Green and Clean Campus Award, we got a Best Pharmacy College Award. All these kind of awards we have achieved from 2013 to 2020. We have got more than 2 crore research grant, and every PhD faculty have a one research grant into their credit. That is how we have trained faculty, we have motivated faculty. See, at the start itself, I have constituted one research advisory committee, having professors from international university, professors from reputed organizations like IIT, IICT, that kind of professors I have brought into research advisory board. With their, I used to invite them for a training of our faculty and sharing their experience, and I have implemented all those ideas and all so that I can make this organization into a top.
Very nicely explained, sir. So my next question is, what would you like people to know about your college they may not know?
See, one thing I can tell about our institution and our trust believes in quality education and always the giving something what they have come for here, the students. That is our motto, and our aim is to provide a quality professional and socially well-aware student to the country, and they should contribute in the development of the nation. That is our motto.
Very well said, sir. On that note, my next question is, what do you see as Sri Dhanvantri Pharmacy College's greatest strength?
Dhanvantri Pharmacy College, the greatest strength is okay. Even though we are located in very interior, but still we have developed a good rapport. Now Dhanvantri has become a brand, and with that brand, we always want to give a best out of whatever we can give it to the best, and always improving with the existing facilities.
Very well said, sir. So my next question is, what are some of the biggest challenges you see both for higher education in general and for Sri Dhanvantri Pharmacy College specifically?
See, next we are planning already. See, we are the first to start our PGDM in pharmaceutical management. Always the Gujarat students, they were going out of state, and they were going for this kind of studies. Then why don't we start in our Gujarat itself? So we have started last year. Last year we have started that college with the AICT approval, and only college which is offering the pharmaceutical management PGDM course, MBA course in the pharma sector. And like that, next year we are planning to bring BSc Cosmetics, even though that is also a pharmacy related subject. And we are also planning to go with the like after 5 years or 6 years, we may go as a Dhanvantri University. The next vision and mission is to become an university, world class university in the Gujarat.
Very nicely explained, sir. On that note, my next question is, what are some plans that you are currently or will be designing for Sri Dhanvantri Pharmacy College International Affairs or students?
My plan is to go with for Dhanvantri we are planning to get a good projects from the government organizations like DBT, DST and AICT. Already we are getting, but we have not got major grants like 1 crore, 2 crore. So now my aim is to jointly with the international university and our organization, Joint International Funding Agency. We are trying with the NIH fund, and we may go with some US agency funding, so that our research facilities will give a greater emphasis and greater training to our existing students. That is our main aim for going with the student training.
Very well said, sir. So my next question is, how do you tend to establish a healthy relation and environment in your college?
Already we are maintaining healthy environment and healthy. See, we have grievances boxes in every corridor. If you look at our organization, the student can put their any problems, anything is there. If they are not ready to express directly or not ready to tell anybody, they can simply write and put in the grievance boxes. And that grievance box will be checked every week, and all the grievances will be addressed meticulously and timely. That is what the friendly environment we have maintained. And if any suggestions comes, anybody is ready to suggest, we are ready to take up for the betterment of and growth of the organization.
Very nicely explained, sir. So jumping to the last question, any suggestions you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students?
Yeah, only my suggestion to the youth, you don't spend your time in the social media while watching useless news, useless WhatsApp, useless this thing. Better you put your valuable time for watching who has won the Nobel Prize and what reason they have won the Nobel Prize. And there are so many category of Nobel Prizes. Read about them, read about their story, and try to become you one of the Nobel Prize winner for the country. This is what I can suggest for the younger generation, and they should utilize their time for a knowledge gaining rather than negative thinking. This is what I can say, and thank you.
Very well said, sir. Thank you so much for giving us such informative information about your college, sir. Thank you so much for being the part of College Dunia. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, College Dunia, for inviting me and giving me an opportunity to share my knowledge and my experience.